Greetings and salutations, friends. I am the Wolf, Wolf Chahi. Welcome to my channel.
Hey!
Hello, yes, welcome. Welcome to the video. Today we are going to be taking a look at my parry only Malenia Defeat video. Right off the bat, I'm going to show you that I am using the Misericord plus 25 with a cold affinity. I have the brass shield equipped, but I'm going to switch it to the banished knight shield plus 25 with a parrying retaliation on it, because parrying retaliation has the best frames. Assassin's Crimson Dagger for healing on the crits, then the Dagger Talisman for better crits, the Great Shield Talisman so I expend less stamina with that guard boost, and then Dragon Crest, Great Shield Talisman to minimize my physical damage. Right here I'm just switching out my flasks so I can quick swap between them a lot easier, because I'm only using healing, and then I want to use this Wondrous Physic with the Strength Knot and Dexterity Knot Crystal Tears on it. And I use that for second phase. So there we go, switching to the Banished Knight. Just for the style points, I like the look of it better. I also like the look of the Great Helm. I pretty much exclusively use that helmet, except for specific situations. I love the look of the Beast Hunter armor with that gorgeous cape. And then for theming, because my channel is the Wolf Chahi, the wolf and the horse, I rock the Raging Wolf gauntlets, and then for the horse, I use the Tree Sentinel. It's just a little, the Tree Sentinel Greaves. It's just a little role-playing thing that I do. So let's dive right into this combat here. So let's see what she's going to give us right off the bat. There we go, spin and a parry. With that first spin, you want to, here we go, bam. When she jumps to your left and raises her hand, that's when you want to parry. That's the easiest one to parry, is the jump when she jumps to your left. When she does the, see, just like that. When she does the spin, I kind of think about it two ways. I want to wait until she's deep into the spin, and I want to wait until that sword is right at the 12 o'clock position. So I'm sure we'll see it again. That's parryable. I don't know why I dodged there. I might have been worried about stamina, because that's something you always want to be aware of with this fight. If you have a lot of stamina, you want to be in her face fighting her, but if you don't have a lot of stamina, you want to be out of there. There we go. And yes, I parry the kick. I know the kick cannot be parried, but the reason I do that is because oftentimes, not so much in first phase, but a lot of times, most of the time, in second phase, she'll follow up this spin kick with a parryable sword attack. And so I parry the foot more for like a rhythm thing. It helps my brain to establish a rhythm and to pull off, like right there, to pull off that parry. Waterfowl, I just hold up my shield and slowly back away, and then after the first two hits I dodge the third and then just keep backing away. That's how I was able to figure out how to manage waterfowl. And we get in those beautiful critical hits. That jump to the right is pretty easily parryable. You just gotta kind of wait and parry right about the time that she lands. That's a nice combo to get when you're trying to parry Malenia, is when she jumps to the right, and then you see there, I missed that first parry, then she gave me the kick. I tried to parry it anyway for rhythm, for establishing a rhythm, and then I was able to parry the sword that came after the kick. I could have parried that, but I was worried about stamina, so I dodged away. There we go. I knew I could parry that, and I tried to go in for the parry, but the timing was off. There we go. That's a nice parry. That one where she dives at you with the sword, I can't really point to any specific moment. I just, over time, I kind of developed a feel for it. There's also some other parryable attacks that she does. See, there was the foot, and then the follow-up sword attack. There are other parryable attacks that she does that my potato brain just can never seem to figure out. Slowly back away, dodge. Slowly back. The reason I dodge that third attack is because sometimes she'll hit your shield with that third attack, and then other times you'll actually take damage, which is really weird. So that's why I dodge back to my right. I dodge back and to the right on that third attack with the waterfowl to keep from taking damage on it. There we go. Oh, this is a nice attack because it's slow. Once you get the timing on it, it's super nice. Just dodge away, dodge back in, go in for a few stabs of your dagger. This is a parry only fight, but in order to sort of counterattack or to kind of manage the amount of health she gets back every time she hits your shield, there are a couple of attacks that she does where I use the opening that's provided at the end of the attack to get some dagger attacks in, just to build up that frost and do some extra damage, just to remove some of that healing that she's getting from hitting my shield. Here we go, we're going into second phase now, and I actually lose this first fight that I'm showing to you, but I wanted to keep this fight in for this video because just for this cutscene, because this first fight I left the cutscene in, I didn't skip through it, and I just think it deserves some appreciation right now. One of the most beautiful cutscenes for one of the most beautiful characters, beautiful character model, beautiful design. It just, everything about Malenia, in my opinion, is just perfect. Chef's kiss.
Wait.
It's just so amazing.
You will witness true horror.
I get chills every time I see this scene, every time I watch it.
Now, rot.
It's just so incredible. Like Zap Brannigan would say, so beautiful, yet so deadly. Now she's gonna open with the Scarlet Aeonia, if I can say that. I can do words good. You just want to run forward until you hit that invisible wall, and then start running backwards. Here's the waterfowl. Just back away with the shield up, slowly. Dodge that third attack, and you're good to go. Dodge roll back, dodge roll in, and get some attacks. Dodge roll back, dodge roll back. You don't want to get hit by that rod. There you go, foot, and then bam. There you go. You see how I established my rhythm there? I parry the foot even though it can't be parried, but then immediately she gives me that sword attack, which I can parry. She's going ham on the waterfowl right now. Not sure what I was doing there. There we go, nice little attack. There, nice little parry, I mean. Dodge back twice on that. Dodge away. Dodge in. Bam. There we go. Sword up, parry. Spin, parry. There you go. Right deep into that spin attack. When that sword is at 12 o'clock, that's when you want to parry that. Up, parry. There we go. Kick, bam, parry. Just like that. Dodge away, dodge back in, dagger. Parry, there we go. It's really good. Once you get a rhythm going, this fight starts to feel really good. The only problem is that sometimes, a lot of times with this fight, she'll get into sort of a thing where she's just going on and on and on and never gives you a parryable attack, and that can be very demoralizing. But you just have to keep it up. You have to not let yourself get frustrated and demoralized, and you just have to keep bringing the fight to her. Malenia plays aggressively, so you want to play aggressively as well. At the same time you're playing aggressively, you want to manage stamina. So what you'll see me do is oftentimes is I'll back away a little bit. Here we go. This is where I died. Yep. Because I didn't get the dodges on that attack. That's the attack that I struggle with the most. I think it's called 7 Samurai, if I'm remembering correctly. Oh, and then right here, I suddenly had a brainwave. I said maybe I should show off my stats. So I'm level 173 here. I know, it's not meta, but this is what I did. This is my loadout. A lot of endurance. I love melee combat in this game, so I always put a lot of points into endurance, vigor, strength, and dexterity. That's my build. Oh, and there's the rot boluses. I forget what they're called. I just call them rot boluses. I put them in my tool pouch so that I have quick and easy access to them. So now at this point I've skipped 2 hours of video to come to my final fight with her. Because, here we go, dodge the hand. Whenever you see that hand, you want to dodge backwards. You see that hand go up, you dodge backwards because she'll try to grab you and she'll jump forwards. So if you dodge backwards, you'll be right in range to get some melee attacks. Up and parry, dodge backwards, get some dagger attacks. Kick. Oh, I could have parried. I don't know why I didn't parry there. I think I might have been worried about stamina, though. There's a nice little attack. Nice little parry, I mean. There we go. See, that's one where the parrying the foot actually doesn't work because she doesn't give you a parryable attack afterwards. So you just have to be ready for whatever is coming afterwards. I could have parried like 2 of those attacks, but at this point I was feeling pretty tired, and after 2.5 hours of fighting her, almost 3 hours of fighting her, I was getting pretty tired mentally, and so things weren't perfect, but see, like there, I parried something I knew I wouldn't be able to parry. There we go, foot, nothing happening. Here we go. Dodge back, dodge in, get some dagger attacks. There's that jump to the right, jump to the left, boom, wait. There we go, deep in. I love getting that sequence where she jumps to the right and you parry, she jumps to the left, she parry, you parry, and then she spins in the middle and you parry again. Shield up, back away, keep backing away, dodge, keep backing away. That's how you do that. Dodge, dodge back, get some dagger attacks in. There we go. Boom. And then there you go. That's what you want. And that's why I parry the foot. Because I parry that foot, but then I get the sword attack. More waterfowl. One thing that I wrestled with for a long time with this fight is the demoralization of her healing. Because it can be so demoralizing to get her hit points down under half, and then she just never gives you a parryable attack, and she gets all the way back to full health again. But you just gotta keep going. You gotta keep bringing the fight to her. Here we go. Nice. Didn't realize she used the hand so many times in this fight. I think I was just, after a while I sort of got into the zone and I was just doing things more by muscle memory. I think I ran out of stamina there, that's why I wasn't able to parry that attack. I was really up, I really ran out of stamina there by the end. So, but you see how I just back away, and as soon as my stamina gets close to full, I'm right back in, bringing the fight to her. I feel like if you back away from, if you try to keep too much distance between yourself and Malenia, she's gonna give you a lot of really annoying attacks. But if you try to keep her, if you try to keep yourself up in her face, she's gonna give you more attacks that are parryable. Also, you can see how few healing flasks I actually have to use. Yeah, I love that part. I'm so glad that happened. I don't know what I was thinking. I didn't know that. I wasn't expecting the hand, and I tried to parry it. But with the weapons and armor that I'm using, and my talismans, if I have usually more than half health, if I screw up and she grabs me, at the very least, I can take the damage. And then you just gotta wait for an opening. You gotta wait for a pause in her attacks before you heal. But the thing I was gonna say is that with that Assassin's Crimson Dagger talisman equipped, you can use a lot fewer flasks in this fight than you would normally. And I have all 14 flasks dedicated to healing, but I didn't even need all 14 of them. Thanks to that Assassin's Crimson Dagger. I also just realized, I didn't realize this until just now, I never used the Flask of Wondrous Physic. Oh no, I'm gonna use it. She's still in first phase, what am I thinking? Another thing I try to do is keep the battle in the center of the ring. I don't like it when she gets me up against the wall or in a corner. Run forward, hit that invisible wall, run backwards. Sip your flask for the extra dexterity and strength. Bring the battle to the center of the arena so she can't get you up against the wall. Boom. Dodge back so you can get those swipes. Dodge, dodge. You want to avoid that Scarlet Rod at the end of that attack. Go in for some little stabbies there. It's okay. If you screw up the parry, don't let yourself get discouraged. Dodge and dodge. There we go. Boom. Boom. And there you go. That's why I parry the foot. Because she always gives me, or often gives me, a parryable attack afterwards. Dodge, dodge. There we go. Boom, there we go. See how I screwed up that first parryable attack, but she immediately gave me another parryable attack? That's why a lot of this fight and a lot of parrying in general is mental. You just have to, if you screw up, just keep trying. If at first you don't parry, parry again. I almost, yeah, I really started to lose my rhythm there for a second. I almost screwed this fight up. I almost screwed the fight up there. But I backed away slowly. I kept my head cool, and I recovered. And that's what you gotta do. You just can't let yourself get demoralized. Parry the kick. Parryable sword. Oh, and I screwed it up. Dodge the hand. Get some knife attacks in. There we go. Oh, dodge away, yes. Boom. There we go. Boom. Nice. You're gonna see you can't really pay attention to her HP bar because, at least I couldn't, because that's when I would really get demoralized, is when I would see, when I would do a ton of damage and then she'd do waterfowl or something and she'd be right back up there again. Speaking of waterfowl, there we go. Ooh. Oh, that was bad. Use my bolus. Here we go. And that is why I have the boluses quick slotted there to the pouch, so I can use them right away. Sword up, parry. There we go. Parry the kick, parry the sword. Oh, I screwed up the timing on that again. Back in the fight though. Dodge away, dodge back in, get some knife attacks. There we go. You can usually get 3 knife attacks in there. There we go. I don't know what to say there. I just stayed in the fight. And I tried to keep my parries going as much as I could until something connected. Alright, dodge away, dodge away. There we go. Let's see. Dodge away, because you don't want that rot. There we go. I don't remember if she does the 7 samurai attack in this. I kind of hope she does. Dodge away, get some sword attacks in. Dodge away, dodge away. I said sword attacks, I meant dagger attacks. Dagger attacks. Parry. That jump to the left is the easiest parry as far as I'm concerned, because it's very telegraphed when that sword goes up. Dodge away, dodge away. There we go. Dodge, parry, parry, there you go. Look at how beautiful her character model is. Just such an amazing fight. I hope we get more fights like this in the DLC, because this is just amazing. There we go. Comes that waterfowl. And you just have to accept it. The waterfowl's coming, so you just have to learn how to deal with it. Sword attacks in. Sword up parry. Dodge away. Stab, stab, stab. Dodge away, dodge away. There you go. Parry. Parry. Boom. Got her. I think I might have been expecting waterfall there. Dodge away, dodge in, stab, stab, stab. There you go. Parry. Messed it up. That's okay though. You just get, here comes the 7 samurai. You dodge that last samurai and you dodge her. I really got lucky on some of those dodges because my timing was not all that great, but luckily I was far enough away. Dodge away, dodge back in, stab, stab, stab. Get that critical in. Look at those butterflies just constantly flying off her. It's like they're constantly being... like nascent butterflies. Like they're constantly being born off of her and fluttering away. Okay, run forward, run back. There you go. That's what I'm thinking about when she goes up to do that Scarlet Aeonia. When she jumps up and you see those flower petals come out, you start running towards her, and then as soon as you hit that invisible wall, you back away, you start running back away from her. If you just try to run away from the Scarlet Aeonia, she's going to hit you with it. So you have to run forward first to hit that invisible wall, and then run back away from it. That's how you deal with the Scarlet Aeonia. Stab, stab, stab. Boom. There it is. Run forward, run back, and away. I think I was running to the left, back and to the left. I also play on mouse and keyboard, so, you know, if you use controller, unfortunately I can't tell you what buttons to press, but, you know, boom, 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 dodge, dodge. I probably didn't need that second dodge, but that's fine. There we go. More waterfowl. I think as I became comfortable dealing with waterfowl, it became less scary, and I actually found myself watching the animation a little bit more and just appreciating it a little bit more. Even as I'm fighting her and I'm stressing out and I'm trying not to let myself stress out, run forward, run back and to the left. Take some time to breathe and relax. Relax your tense body. Listen to your heart that's pounding like crazy. Just kind of let yourself be in the moment and not get freaked out or demoralized or frustrated or angry. Just, yeah, have a good time. Now I say that, but I'm going to add the caveat that this fight, this learning how to parry her, I mean, it took days. Days and weeks. 2 to 4 hours a day. I would come and I would fight her for a couple of hours, and then I'd go and explore the map some more, explore the lands between, maybe kill some other bosses, maybe get a couple of levels, and then come back. Because when I first came here to fight her, I was level 150. And as you can see, I'm level 173 now. And that's just because I would leave the fight and go explore elsewhere and then come back. Just because, you know, mentally, I couldn't just fight her more than... I think the longest amount of time I ever spent fighting her was 4 hours. And that's just, I think that's a good philosophy with this game. If there's a part that's frustrating you, making you feel angry, frustrated, demoralized, whatever, you just don't feel like you can get it, just walk away. Go do something else and then come back fresh later, another day. And that's kind of what I did with Malenia here. And So what you're seeing in this, you know, little 30-minute video I put together is the result of, I couldn't tell you how many hours of learning these attack patterns. And learning this fight, learning when to parry, learning when to dodge. It takes a lot of time, and it's a big time investment. It requires a lot of practice. It requires a lot of mental and physicals. I mean, this fight will wear on you. But if you want to do it, if it's something that seems like it would be fun to you, I 100% recommend it, because it's just so much fun. It's so satisfying. And now that I've done it at level 173, I want to go back and try it at level 150, and level 100, and level 50, until I can get it down to like room level 1 or something. Because I think that would be, I mean, not just for style points, not just to show off, but just because I think it would be fun. Now that I know how to do it, I just think it would be so much fun. At lower levels, I have no idea how I'm going to deal with waterfowl. Because I burned through a lot of stamina. Right here, for some reason, I didn't even realize. I must have misclicked a key or something. I wound up accidentally switching to dual wielding the shield. That was not my intention. Then I think by now I realized I was dual wielding, and I was like, what the heck am I doing? So then I switched back to blade and board, dagger and shield. And I think we're nearing the end of this fight now. So there we go. Messed up the first parry, but went in for the second parry and got it. Some more waterfowl. By this time I was probably thinking, come on, cut me some slack, woman. There we go. It's so satisfying to get that riposte. This feels so good. Just the way she walks towards you. It's like so feminine but so powerful. The butterflies just constantly flying off of her. The flowers all over. Here we go, this is it now. This is the last. I get a parry, and then happy birthday, Wolf. Happy birthday, Wolf. She gave me 3 presents right at the end there. After all that waterfowl, she gave me she gave me a gift, 3 parryable attacks right in a row. It was beautiful. And at this point, I was just spent. But spent in a good way. It just felt so good. This was my second time killing her parry only, because the first time I did it live while I was streaming. And I tried to download the VOD and create a video with that, but the video quality was terrible. I didn't realize my live stream VOD video quality was so bad. So I decided to go back and re-record this. So, there we go. With that, I suppose I'll just sign off. I'll say thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like and a subscribe. And yeah, see you next time. Thanks everyone. Bye-bye.